What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 81, and we start today's episode off with Trots coming back to us and saying thanks for picking us more often. And I was like, of course, a few episodes ago he came to us and complained, and I was sort of going on a little bit of a rant about how it's frustrating, but I guess if he's happy now, that's all good. But anyway, the first game of today's episode is against Aston Villa, and today, guys, if you can get this video to 700 likes, then I will upload another episode of Career Mode later on tonight. I know it's a weekday, so I'm not going to ask for too many likes, but 700 likes is more than doable. And if you can get 700 likes on this video, then I will upload another episode of Career Mode later on tonight. So 700 likes, let's get it done, and you'll get another episode of Career Mode later on this evening. But yeah, the first game of today's episode is against Aston Villa, and we come on the back of a superb 4-0 victory against Lokomotiv Moscow at the Den in the Europa League. So coming into this game, the first team was rested, and I was all ready for this game, hoping for another repeat of that game. And also, you saw in the last episode, Carrasco signed a new contract, and well, I'm very pleased we did offer him a new contract. He took a £29,000 wage increase per week, and he's worth every single penny, because what a superb goal that was by Carrasco there. Lovely team goal, starting from the back as per usual from McCarthy's kick out. And it was a really nice goal as well. Carrasco collected the ball, Guzan shut him down really quickly, but some quick dancing feet from Carrasco, nice little heel-to-heel flick, gets around the American goalkeeper, and also finishes the ball over Luna's slide tackle as the ball was about to be cleared off the line. And that was a really awesome finish by Carrasco as well, under pressure, and some nice dancing feet to get around Guzan with the heel-to-heel flick, and a lovely finish as well. So Carrasco makes it 1-0, and yeah, as I said, I'm so glad he signed a new contract with us, because I never want to let go of the cult hero of the series, and that is one of the reasons why he's such an awesome player. But in the 28th minute here, the ball comes to Danny Ings. He takes on Silla, he rolls it through to Carrasco, and he's already got one superb goal, and he gets another one here. What a superb strike that is by Carrasco. It's 2 goals for him in just 28 minutes, and that new contract was looking like a really good investment here. Ings plays it through him, and the left winger with an absolutely superb finesse shot into the top corner there. It looks so good in the replays, doesn't it, when you see the goalkeeper at full stretch trying to get there, but he just can't get there as the ball goes into the top corner. Really good finish, and Carrasco gets his second goal of the game just 28 minutes in. So, as I said, he's got a new deal, and he's got the same results or something. He's got a new deal, and he's performing the same. I don't know. I'll try and make a title out of that. But yeah, he's playing really well. And in the 39th minute here, Villa came forward, and Immobile went through 1-on-1, but his shot hit the post there. So a good chance for Villa to get themselves back in the game. And then a cross comes into the box from deep, and McCarthy comes for it and gets nowhere near it. But thankfully, we were able to defend it, and it was still 2-0. And in the 75th minute here, another good chance as Aston Villa come forward. Silla rolls the ball through to Weimann. Weimann tries to shoot, it's blocked. He rolls it through to Immobile, and he drags his shot wide. So 2 really good chances there for the striker, but he could only put the ball wide on the second attempt and onto the post from the first one. But the game did finish 2-0, so another clean sheet, 3 clean sheets in a row, looking very good for us at the moment defensively, and 2 goals for Brian Carrasco. And like I said, he's got the new deal, and he's performing just the same as he always was. He's looking absolutely fantastic as per usual, and Carrasco ensures that we do get the 3 points there. So Millwall 2, Villa 0. And that was good motivation for us going into the following game against QPR here in the Capital One Cup in midweek. And of course, we are the holders of this competition. But as I've said before, I'm really not that interested. We've already knocked out Southampton 3-0 at the Den with a backup side. So we came to this game at Loftus Road with the same backup side out. Even though we're in the round of 16 now, and we can start to think maybe we could once again retain it. I really don't care. I just don't care at all. We've already won it, and this year I want to progress. Go from the Capital One Cup to the FA Cup, for example. So I don't really mind if we do get knocked out, but even so, it's always good to progress as far as you can. And we do take on QPR with our backup side here at Loftus Road. And the first chance came in the 12th minute here. Shane Ferguson, our left back, gets on the ball here, goes on a little bit of a run, goes down the left hand side, robs his man, keeps on going. I tried to catch Rob Green out the near post, but unfortunately the goalkeeper did make a simple save there. So still QPR 0, Millwall 0, but from the corner it was Seb Larson who crossed the ball in towards the head of Mark Beavers up in the air. Park John-Woo's first volley is blocked, and his second half volley is well saved by Rob Green. So we had the early chances in this game against QPR, but it was still 0-0. But that was it for the first half, quite uneventful. And in the second half here, you see Nathan Baker roll the ball out wide to Todd Kane. Kane finds Dongu. Dongu gets past Mbia here, goes down the right hand side, plays it through to Seb Larson. Larson then spots the runner John Fleck, first time ball into Dongu, and an absolutely superb little pass into Jay Rodriguez, and Rodriguez finds the back of the net. So this guy has had such a great start to his Millwall career, and he gets another goal here. So QPR 0, Millwall 1. In the last episode you saw Dongu with a nice pass into Michael Ngu for a goal against Moscow, and that was another one there. Really good awareness by Dongu, first time ball, finds Jay Rodriguez, and it's a first time smash into the back of the net. No chance for Rob Green, so much power on that, and it's 1-0 to Millwall. And in the 64th minute, Rayner gets played through, really good chance for him, but Nyland pulls off a fantastic save there. So really good stop. As I've said before, I've got no plans to replace Nyland as my backup goalkeeper. He's so reliable, and that is an awesome stop by our Scandinavian keeper. So still 1-0, and in the 89th minute, the last chance came to us. Seb Larsson rolled the ball through to Jay Rodriguez, looking for his second goal of the game. On his left foot, he could only put the ball wide and also over the bar, so both in one go there. But the game did finish 1-0, so I was pleased to get through. As I said before, I'm not really that interested. I don't really care if we do go out, but it is nice to progress. So we did get the win, and that was good news for us. So QPR 0, Millwall 1. And it also means that the more games we play in the Capital One Cup, the more playing time our backup side can get. You know, so the players that are fringe players like Park Jong-woo and John Fleck, those type of players, and Todd Kane that don't really get into the starting 11 ever. You know, it means they could play more games, and it means their morale won't drop as much. So that was good. But yeah, 1-0 victory against QPR, and another clean sheet as well. That makes it 4 in a row, I do believe. So playing quite well defensively. But we take on Spurs anyway for the next game here, and also the final game of today's episode. And of course, Spurs, as I said before, you know, last year they were a title contender side, but we faced Chelsea in the last episode. I said in that episode I really want to win these games. You know, these games against the big teams this year, I really want to win them, and we need to make a statement of intent that we can be a top 4 side come the end of the year. So taking on Spurs is not going to be easy. Of course, they have an absolutely superb side with Sergio Aguero leading the line up top. So how about that? So a really good side Spurs have, and the first chance did come to us actually in the 17th minute. Eric Dier had room there for a good header, and he could only put the ball wide. What a chance that was for Dier, but it was still 0-0. But the game was really uneventful. Nothing really happened in the first half, and in the second half it did spark into life in the 66th minute. Liam Trotter finds Junior Malanda here, and Malanda plays a great ball over the top towards the run of Danny Ings. It ends up going to Kelvin instead, and our Brazilian right winger finds the back of the net with his left foot there. Really, really good finish by the Brazilian, and it is 1-0 to Millwall. Can you believe that we picked up Kelvin for £2 million? He's now rated 81 or possibly even 82. We picked him up for £2 million. That's got to be one of the steals of the series, no doubt about that. So Kelvin gets the goal, and it's 1-0 to us here at White Hart Lane. Really good finish there after some nice passing, and as I said, I was so glad that the auto switch allowed me to go from Danny Ings to Kelvin there, and Kelvin put the ball past Lloris to make it 1-0 to us here. And in the 72nd minute, another good chance. We get on the ball with Lee Cattermole, who rolls the ball out to Kyle Walker, playing against his former club for the first time. He plays it through to Danny Ings, and his first time volley is well saved by the French goalkeeper Lloris there, so almost making it 2-0 with the game being closed out. But in the 87th minute, I thought we were doing enough to make sure we would get the 3 points, but Kyle Norton got on the ball for Spurs here. He plays the ball into Aaron Lennon, and I tell you what, this is an absolutely superb goal by Aaron Lennon. Unfortunately, with just over 2 minutes to go, Lennon made it Spurs 1, Millwall 1. So Lennon gets the goal, and unfortunately we weren't going to be able to hold on and get the 3 points here. And again, it's another big result that we let slip through our fingers here. Lennon, I mean, to be honest though, you can't really fault that for a finish. There was nothing that McCarthy could do in goal. There wasn't much our defenders could do either. Gutierrez was desperate to make a block, but he couldn't, and that is just an absolutely superb strike by Aaron Lennon there. Lovely half volley into the far corner via the far post. That's a great strike, and it is Spurs 1, Millwall 1. So the equalising goal scored by Aaron Lennon, and yeah, it's 1-1 here at the White Hart Lane. And in injury time, the last chance would fall to us. It was a corner, crossed in towards the head of our number 5, Eric Dier, but unfortunately Lloris makes a great save, and then for some reason I passed the ball backwards with Carrasco. But Spurs couldn't counter, and the game did finish Spurs 1, Millwall 1. So yeah, again, it was like the game against Chelsea really. There was some good chances for either side, and the draw was probably the fair result, but I would still leave the stadium quite disappointed because, as I've said before, you know, we surrendered the lead in the game, and we need the 3 points really. The draw is good that we don't let the other team win and get too far ahead of us, but we need to get the wins against the big sides, and unfortunately we couldn't do it there. And after that, we entered a new month here. We're into November now, so we could take a look at our youth squad and check out how the players are doing. There's only a couple I'm really excited for, to be honest, and those are the Scout Future Star goalkeeper, who's now turned 16, and also John Joe Anderson, who's still 15. And we also released one of our goalkeepers as well, one of the English goalkeepers that was very, very poor. I think it was something like Jamie Emmanuel Thomas or something, so very close to J Emmanuel Thomas, but maybe they're related. But he got released because he wasn't good enough. And our Scout Future Star goalkeeper is now ready to be promoted, so we'll wait until he complains and then give him a pro contract. But after that, we also saw that Larson was happy to be getting back into the side. And we also saw that Jay Rodriguez got a training injury. He's going to be out for 3 weeks. That sucks because he's had a really, really good start to his Millwall career, but it's not like we haven't got cover for him, so it does suck, but even so, we'll be able to cope without him. But anyway, here's a squad report, and as you can see now, we've got quite a few players in the 80s as well. Eric Diaz in the 80s, Junior Malanda, Carrasco, Kelvin, and I think I'm missing a player, but even so, we've got a few players in the 80s now, and that's good because the squad is beginning to look a lot better with every single passing month, and I'm confident Kyle Walker will hit 80 as well come the end of the season, so everything is looking good at the moment for Millwall, and I'm very, very happy with the progress we are making as a squad. And the last thing you'll see is the league table. We have, I think it's 20 points after 11 games. We sit in 6th place with 6 wins, 2 draws and 3 losses, so it's very tight at the top, but I'm very confident we can break into the top 4 come the end of the year. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching the video. Don't forget 700 likes and I will upload another episode of Career Mode later, so 700 likes, let's get it done, and hopefully I'll see you later.